Mercenary leader Yevgeny Prigozhin, who led a brief armed rebellion against the Russian military earlier this year, was presumed dead Wednesday after a plane crash north of Moscow that killed all 10 people on board. Netizens are much familiar with this since many months now due bursting tensed situation between the Ukraine-Russian war and following huge setback of the Yevgeny Prigozhin against the Russian president and his Wagner Group insurrection against the Russian military, and President Vladimir Putin by extension, is presumed dead in a plane crash. Now comes to an end. Let's talk about this situation in this video detail. Before moving to the video, I request you viewers to kindly watch the video to the full without skipping the details. If you like content, please don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. More contents and fact like this. Yevgeny Prigozhin, a Russian oligarch and mercenary leader who had been a close confidant of Russian President Vladimir Putin until he initiated a rebellion in June 2023. A mercenary is a soldier who is paid to fight by a country or group that they do not belong to. Prigozhin was occasionally referred to as Putin's chef because he owned restaurants and catering companies that provide services to the Kremlin. Once a convict in the Soviet Union, Prigozhin controlled a network of influential companies whose operations, according to a 2022 investigation, were tightly integrated with Russia's defense ministry and its intelligence arm, the GRU. GRU is a Russian Chief Intelligence Office, a then Soviet military intelligence organization. In 2014, he founded a private military company called Wagner Group, which has played a significant role in supporting Russian political interests in the Middle East and Africa as well as in Russia's invasion of Ukraine. You may wonder what this group is. It is a Russian state-funded private military company. The Wagner Group has used Russian armed forces infrastructure while the group is not ideologically driven. Elements of Wagner are linked to neo-Nazism and far-right extremism. In November 2022, Prigozhin also acknowledged his company's interference in U.S. elections. In February 2023, he confirmed to be the founder and longtime manager of the Internet Research Agency, a Russian company accused by the West of conducting online propaganda and disinformation campaigns. Prigozhin's companies and associates, and formerly Prigozhin himself, are subject to economic sanctions and criminal charges in the United States and the United Kingdom. In October 2020, the European Union imposed sanctions against Prigozhin due to his financing of the Wagner Group's activities in Libya. In April 2022, the EU imposed additional sanctions on him for his role in the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The FBI has offered a reward of up to $250,000 for information leading to Prigozhin's arrest. Prigozhin openly criticized the Russian Defense Ministry for corruption and mishandling the war against Ukraine. On the 23rd of June 2023, he launched a rebellion against the Russian military leadership. Wagner forces captured Rostov-on-Don and advanced toward Moscow. The rebellion was called off the following day, and Prigozhin had his criminal charges dropped after agreeing to relocate his forces to Belarus. It was amidst these tensed situation, the world today opened its day with this breaking news. In reality, the Wagner mutiny had been a direct challenge to President Putin's authority and a humiliating 24 hours for the Kremlin. Mr. Putin himself pointed out that the Russian state had been financing Wagner. Money had clearly not bought loyalty. If this was an act of revenge by those in power, that sends two clear messages to Mr. Prigozhin's loyalists and to anyone else in Russia who may have been contemplating armed resistance. Don't try. Look what happens to those who do. That means that President Putin could emerge from these dramatic events stronger domestically. Wagner supporters turned out in St Petersburg after news of the air crash. But what if Mr. Prigozhin becomes a martyr? What if those who had pledged loyalty to him, and who are well-trained fighters, call for their own acts of revenge? Quoted the BBC News. Let's wait and see. For now, that's for today. If you find it so helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe this channel. Goodbye.